Welcome back to another video on fighter uniqueness in UFC Undisputed Forever. Today I'm just going to highlight a series of recent changes that I've made to the movesets in the game, while showing you the real life counterparts. So with this video we're going to achieve two things. Firstly, it'll just be a really cool MMA highlight video, and secondly, you're going to see the effort that we're willing to go to in order for every fighter in the mod to have a realistic and accurate custom moveset that will make them feel unique and unlike any other fighter on the roster. These custom movesets will be available very soon through the Dream Online Hub Discord server. The Dream Online Hub is the official online league for UFC Undisputed Forever, and those who compete in the league are able to offer suggestions for stats and movesets. If you pay attention to the clips on the screen, you'll see that a lot of these added moves are from fighters who are less popular or from fights that didn't get as much attention. This is intentional because we want every fighter on the roster to have a great moveset. For example, Magomed Ankalaev hasn't had anything added to his moveset since we started customizing them. We pulled a striking, clinch and ground moveset from UFC Undisputed 3 and mixed and matched them to suit Ankalaev, but that was it. And with the help of the community and hours of research, we're able to get closer and closer to accurate movesets for every fighter on the roster. As you can see, we've gone back to TJ Dillashaw's third UFC fight, and then all the way back to 2014 for this Peruvian necktie submission for Charles Oliveira. We're also looking at losing or underwhelming performances. For example, we added body knees for Luke Rockhold in the over-under cage position, as well as a hook to the head. Luke Rockhold is also one of those fighters that aren't really chosen often for online competitive play, so it's really important to make sure that it's not their moveset that's holding them back from being chosen by players. We're also upgrading the base game movesets. For example, we're adding the salivary position to Shogun, as well as this mount transition where he doesn't need to posture up again. We're even making sure that sweep variations are accurate. There are 3 different options for sweeps from bottom mount to top guard, and I've given Arman Tsarukyan the one that most closely represents the one that he did on Charles Oliveira. And yes, I gave him the axe kick. One of the movesets that I'm most proud of is Joachim Hansen's. As far as I know, this is the only example of 2 technique transitions being available to a fighter in bottom open guard. So this is not a thing in the original UFC Undisputed 3 game. We've got a butterfly sweep to replicate his helicopter sweep on Eddie Alvarez, and then we've got the rubber guard on the other side. Joachim Hansen's moveset is already one of the best in UFC Undisputed Forever, and we have more additions planned. Alexander Volkov is another fighter who hasn't received much attention, but recently we gave him a level 3 karate front kick to the body for his TKO victory over Walt Harris back in 2020. But I'm also making sure to keep up with most recent fights. For example, I've given Khalil Roundtree an overhand that he used extensively against Jamal Hill, and I've also given Ilia Topuria a guard pass into side control, and I've leveled up his transition into salivary to level 3. If you have any questions, make sure to check out the links in the description. I have an FAQ video all about UFC Undisputed Forever. If you still have any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them.